all, as soon as we leave here, set all your props, okay? Really, really set all your props, pay attention. Things like, are things in the right place because those two tables are wrong? Because the big one has to be there so it doesn't have to get moved. Pay attention.
My name is Ruth Lieberman. I'm the director of the theater program here at SUNY Adirondack. I've been here for 32 years at the end of this year, running the theater program. And during that time, we've done everything from more classic plays of Moliere all the way to the present, of some very contemporary plays, as well as this would be our third new play that we have done here on the campus. This particular play, which has a general title of Dishing for Love, incorporates both a student-written one-act comedy about relationships in restaurants, first dates, all of that, and then to have a complete bill for the evening, I thought that we should try out some 10-minute plays. Again, trying to follow that theme and have a theme for the evening of plays set in restaurants, obviously with many different kinds of relationships and events that can happen. So what I did in the very beginning was I found about 12 10-minute plays that I really liked, and then I had the cast read them all, and really the 5 that we did were essentially their choices, the ones they felt the strongest about, and they were all distinctly different, which was wonderful.
The first half of the play is 5 separate 10-minute plays, which the recurring theme is that of relationships in restaurants, being between friends or between lovers. And essentially we pooled from about 10 plays, I think it was, and we picked 5 of them. We actually picked 4 of them. Ruth threw one onto us. I won't say which one, but you know.
We had a huge cast, so that really helped incorporate the acting talents of many, many different people and for many different kinds of roles. And then the second half of that is going back to our student playwright, Ryan Robinson, who we thought we would give a wonderful opportunity to actually produce a play. He has been a pretty serious playwright for the last few years, and he was mentored by my colleague, Jonna Majorella, in working on this play for about a year. And there were many valuable issues. We did have a quick brief reading previous to deciding to do it. The students all loved it. I think they connected with it because his characters are very contemporary and young, and all those kinds of crazy relationships that happen, whether you can't stand a first date or you love your first date and they don't love you back, or all those other combinations were all part of his play. And he does have a pretty wry sense of humor. So we said this would be a wonderful opportunity. The students would enjoy it. We need to understand how to do comedies. This is very much, I used to say to people, this was a sitcom evening, because these are all kind of short sketches about life, kind of get dropped in the middle, and we leave in the middle, and we are only to presume we know what will happen next.
Because we had the playwright on set, so that was a lovely thing to have, because you can say, hey, why do we have this line, or I think the character would say this in this little way, and God bless him, he's very courteous about everything and never tells us, don't tell me how to write things. And we got to work the characters out until we felt like they were really natural, like those people we could really play very well.
It was very nerve-wracking because I didn't know how people would react to my writing. It was based on factual events, but it was exaggerated. But each relationship has a factual presence within myself and my experiences, I guess. Each of the male characters is based off of me. Tommy is who I was, and then Dick and Charles is who I projected myself to want to be while I was Tommy. I thought that's how I needed to be to get a girl. But in reality, it's just being yourself is what makes someone like you, for you, instead of just liking a character that you play.
I am 23 years old. I've been in, well, technically 2 shows. One when I was in kindergarten. It was a remake of The 3 Little Pigs. I was one of the little pigs. I was in this show. Damn it. Played old man number 1 or number 2. I don't know, interchangeable. And I played Charles as part of Mr. Robinson's main stage production called Oh What a Night. Memorize the script, try to figure out where the character of Charles was coming from, and you know, try to relate him to someone who I have experience with in my life, so that way I could better portray this person.
As far as the comedy, I think that I hope students really learned what comedy is all about. And it's not about being funny, it's about being very serious. And the more serious you are, of course, from the outside, the funnier you are. And that's really the essence of comedy, that you need to be in the moment, taking yourself very seriously, and we see the foibles in that. Right? How can you take yourself that seriously? And we laugh at you and with you, and we need to. So I think those are some of the issues about the play that I worried about and enjoyed. I think the other half of it is because I also have to produce the show. I have to worry about hiring all my support staff, worrying about the money. I'm just finished paying the bills the other day because I have to go through everything and make sure all the receipts are there. I know that I have to do just basically everything, the program, the PR, the photos, arrange for headshots, make a beautiful display so when people come, they see who we are. Regardless of the level of acting that students begin with, I do hope that they all kind of find that evenness and rise to the occasion, which I think really everyone did do. And so in that regard, we really did become a family. I think a quick example would be Emily, who played our Mama DiMaggio, who was never originally in the script. And one day at rehearsal, when we laughed a lot, she started to become this, Italian mama.
That would be Mama DiMaggio, just because when I have characters that make people laugh and are exuberant, it's more of like my personality. It's more of a struggle to be someone who's serious, and I don't know. It's just easier to convey to the audience and connect with them that way, because I have more fun doing it, and I just feel like it comes out better. Favorite moment of the show? It's probably when I come out as Mama DiMaggio for the first time. And actually, I go up to Tyler, who's playing the big roly-poly guy, and we did this one improv line that was really funny, where he was like eating a roll, and he goes, "I like your rolls, Mama DiMaggio." And I go, "Hey, I like your rolls." And then everyone started laughing, and I started laughing, and a tear cascaded down my face.
Mama DiMaggio. That was fun. She wasn't even in the original script at all. It was just supposed to be Papa DiMaggio, and he comes out at the end. So then the girls are just playing around, and Emily starts doing this sweet old Italian accent, talking, naming off a bunch of noodle types, manicotti, rigatoni.
And she had us in stitches. I mean, she was just hysterical. But she became the perfect foil to cover that scene change when they all kind of combined their tables together and kept the audience really engaged. I guess my parting words of wisdom would be that I want to thank them for really becoming a family and a company. And it really felt kind of accepting, even though we're all quirky and we have our own differences, that this group of young actors came together to become really a company.
You get Ruth as a director, do not be out to lunch.
Don't talk during family meeting. Yeah, that's it.
Shut up and listen to Ruth. Ruth is Jesus as far as you're concerned, which is really ironic because she's Jewish. But as far as you know, she is the living God, and you listen to her every word or you will be struck down to the fires of hell. Like, just listen to that. Listen to Ruth. Ruth knows best.
Just do it. Just sign up and act. It's fun.
Don't do it.
My motto, innovate, create. Don't stay stale.